up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Noosa 245 video series. If you're new to the series, if you're new to the channel and you don't know who I am, my name's Dave and I make content around running, shoe reviews and my life. Today I'm bringing a 250 mile shoe review of a shoe that I've kept reasonably quiet on my socials and here on the channel. A shoe that I've used more than any other in this prep, and I guess you could say it's been an absolute staple. I've got with me here the On Cloudeclipse. Described as a max cushioned road shoe for long runs, featuring a double layer of Cloudtech Phase for a soft and smooth ride, resulting in a smooth roll through from the heel to toe and a plush, pillowy ride. I purchased this shoe with my own money as I wanted to try it pretty much as soon as it came out, but I didn't get the chance to buy this and finally use it until the start of February. And since then, I've put 250 miles into these bad boys, so it's time for an official full review. So the reason I bought the On Cloudeclipse is because I was looking for a max cushion shoe that I could wear on my long runs and that wouldn't feel like I had two bricks underneath my feet. And same goes for easy runs too. And I can confidently say that they fit right into the spot that was lacking in my shoe rotation. But it hasn't been all sunshine and rainbows. There is one incredibly annoying part about the On Cloudeclipse. But I'll get into that a little bit later in the video. So make sure you stick around. So in today's full 250 mile review, I'm gonna be talking about the specs, just very briefly. I'm gonna be talking about how the shoe feels and how I got on with it, that really annoying aspect of the shoe, and would I recommend the shoe to you guys? Okay, so let's really quickly run through some of the specs of the shoe. You guys can literally just Google this anyway, but I thought I'd throw it into the video as well anyway. So the weight comes in at 240 grams for a US 9. We've got a heel to toe drop of 6 millimeters. We've got an engineered mesh upper with a built-in tongue. We've got a speedboard added underneath for more control and stability. We've got the double Cloudtech Phase cushioning underneath. Wow, I mean, look at this. So it's made using Helium Superfoam, and On reckons that the ultra thick midsole protects against heavy impact without weighing you down. This means that you've got happy joints and fresh legs even on those longer runs. That was quoted straight out of On's website. So I told you it was gonna be quick. That is the specs done. I'm not gonna throw it, but it looks like it. Really did. All right, now to the good stuff. Let's get into the durability of the shoe. So at the 250 mile mark, as you can see, there is a little bit of wear and tear on the rubber of the outsole, which is to be expected. But if you look at it, it's actually in pretty good condition. And I've been wearing these in the rain, in the pouring rain actually, a lot. And I wasn't slipping, and the grip still seems to be holding up even past that 250 mile mark. So I have a little theory about the On Cloudeclipse and why it's held up so well even after 250 miles. And my theory is because the Helium foam is slightly firmer, and because we have these air pods in between, the compression that actually happens when you are in your stride is the foams compressing together rather than the foam compressing itself. So what's actually giving you that max cushion feeling is the foams compressing against each other rather than you getting that compression in the foam itself. So because it is actually a firmer foam, it is actually therefore a little bit more durable. Hopefully that made sense. I mean, it made sense in my head. But the upper looks brand new. I've got no holes, no tears, no signs of stretching. And I would say this is probably still at a 7 to 8 out of 10 condition, even after 250 miles. So it's a big tick from me for the durability. So like I said before, I've been using this shoe for all of my easy short and easy long runs. And I think this is where the shoe really shines and where it's gonna be most comfortable. I did originally buy this with the thought of using this for when I would like to pick up the paces on long runs and even sprinkle it into tempo sessions. But the more I wore it, the more I really felt the benefit of more of the recovery and the softer feeling underfoot. And I really enjoyed that it wasn't a brick and it did still feel light, but with also having that max cushion aspect to it as well. The dual layer of slightly firmer helium foam allows you to still get that sort of poppy feeling as you're taking off, but the AirPods allow you to still get that nice compression feeling and that nice kind of, I guess, sink in feeling that you get from a max cushion shoe. Like you can really feel the pods compressing as you run, as you stride through. It's pretty cool, I like it. Typically the speedboard that's in other On shoes is wedged in between two layers of foam, but what they've gone for this time is they've reduced the size of the speedboard into like a small little plate, and they've actually got it on the outside of the, or underneath the arch there on the outsole. And I think they've done this to add a little bit more stability for people that tend to roll in or roll out as they are striding in. So it just adds a little bit more stability, keeping them, I guess, in a bit of a straighter line as they stride through. But that speedboard, to me, is just an epic fail, and here's why. So what is it about the On Cloudeclipse that is so horribly annoying? Let me show you. So that noise follows me everywhere I go. So that meant that I could only wear the shoes for running. I couldn't wear it leisurely. I couldn't wear it to the shops, couldn't wear it anywhere but if I was out there pounding the pavement. Which is fine, but while I was out there, it honestly just sounded like my shoes were wet or my socks were wet. And I was loud. People could hear me coming from down the streets, and I hated that. So yeah, I just couldn't wear them outside of running. Otherwise, I was just squeaking my way through life. And to be honest, that's just not fair on me, on Michaela, or Chili. So I think the reason for the squeaking is the speedboard underneath. And to be honest, I don't even know why they have it. They could honestly do without having this in the shoe, which I did see that they've taken out the speedboard completely in the new Cloud Monster Hyper. So that to me sounds like an amazing shoe, and I can't wait to actually get that on foot. Hopefully we'll be getting that shortly or in the near future. Plus, it's a little bit annoying when you're running on trails or just any sort of surface with rocks or any debris. You get like this smacking sound and cracking, and yeah, it's loud and annoying. But let me know in the comments if you have the same problem with the squeaking or if it's just me. I think I've heard of another person that has the same problem. If it's the same for every single shoe, then this is a massive, massive mistake. I was about to swear then. And it's not only a massive mistake, it's a massive shame, because it's an outstanding shoe with one just really annoying downside. So let's go into my likes and dislikes of the shoe. We're gonna start off with likes, even though I just kind of spoke about one of the biggest dislikes previous, but we'll start off with the likes. So my first and my biggest like is the room in the toe box. I'm the type of person that loves to spread their little piggies with each stride, and this shoe really accommodated for that. The engineered mesh upper actually stretches with your foot, and I just found it to be really, really comfortable. I really like the support that I feel like I get when I take these out on my easy days or my easy long runs. I feel like I'm getting that really good sort of recovery aspect while also being able to just sort of cruise along at that sweet spot, that 440 to 5 minute pace for me is just a dream to run. It just feels effortless, and these shoes accommodate that very well. And my final like is they still feel reasonably light for a max cushion shoe, which is a big plus. Moving on to my dislikes. Obviously, I dislike the speedboard, but I'm not gonna go into any more about that. You guys have surely gotten the picture about that by now. And the other dislike is I felt like I wasn't getting a secure enough, maybe lockdown down the bottom of the laces here. This bit that I've kind of grabbing right now, it doesn't really tighten too much. I was getting a good lockdown at the top and it felt really nice, but I felt like if I tightened it up any tighter on the top, I would start getting a sore foot. So I kind of just had to deal with it being a little bit looser at the top, or a little bit looser at the bottom, sorry, and just kind of tightening it up more towards the top of the laces. But yeah, I'm kind of clutching at straws for that dislike, but that's just probably the only other thing that I disliked about the shoe. All right, so would I recommend the shoe? So I got on pretty well with the On Cloud Monster, but I wasn't completely sold on running. Now, I think after the Eclipse, I've officially been converted over to the On side, and this is definitely a shoe that I would recommend to my community. So if you're looking for a max cushion shoe that isn't gonna feel like an unstable marshmallow underfoot, then this is the shoe for you. If you're looking for a shoe that you can put 400 plus miles into and still feel pretty good about it, then this is the shoe for you. If you're still on the fence about On running, no pun intended, then this could be a really great introduction into what is a growing arsenal that On running has. But that is going to conclude my 250 mile full review of the On Cloudeclipse. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss any of my future content, and share it with your running buddies. It really helps. I've been loving all of the support that I've been getting so far on the Noosa 245 project, and there's plenty more to come. So subscribe so you don't miss any of that. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.